Oh, Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. And yeah, so some gentleman, very decent gent. He put me onto this. It's something that he mentioned. I started taking a little bit more interested in stocks because of a conversation with that gent. And let's have a go. See what he's doing in the daily. Oh gosh, yeah, rising wedge, opening, broadening channel, is it? See what it looks like over the month. Goodness, goodness. Um, wow, that's just absolutely bonkers. Okay, bonkers, bonkers. Um, from there, is that 22? Yeah, that's the black swan. Is that the trend line? Yeah. So I'm going to put that on a massive 4 just to show where it is. Okay. Breaking low, isn't it? It's broken low, come below there. So it's broadening out. Sort of megaphone. The megaphone tends to drop low. So that's a megaphone right there. Or broadening channel. Broadening channels tend to drop low, and I think it's looking like it might just be dropping lower and lower at the moment. Okay, let's pop that up in the weekly, see what sort of pattern is going to be achieved there. Again, let's just redraw that one and then get some accuracy on there. Hammer! Right, hammer doji, a bit of a hat. Well, not an entire hammer, it's a bit of a long wick on there. Yeah, redraw that. Let's take it from that top back there, where it's going to. Bring it up onto there. Stuff those wicks at the top. Now, can we expect it to come back up? If so, over the coming weeks, what is the likelihood of that occurring? It's a nice percentage though, 60, 70% potentially. Really want to be setting the targets, initial target. It's looking like there. Now, see that candle here where it's come off. What's that? 19% over the coming weeks. So just looking across there, sort of a median area. See how that candle is sort of coming through there and that prehistory. See how, there's the level, isn't it? See how that will come through there. So there's one potential area of, what's that, about 107, is it? So 107-ish. Initial price target if it does come back up. Yeah, 104, 104 probably. Is it going to ping back up here? So it's see on the prehistory, yeah. Previous bit of history, it's just come down. So this is more of an area of suiting a box. So just put a box in there. That's where the liquidity gets kind of swept up. Sweeping up the liquidity there, people come in and make a little purchase. Why are they coming on that purchase there? So yeah, let's just pop down from that little bit of capitulation there and then see how that goes. Yeah, look at that. Now you got the 618 just rolling through there. So in that area, the 618, there is the place to purchase. And again, you can see on the 786 how the just shy of the 786, see the little gap between that thin blue line which is there and the tops of the main bodies of the candles. That probably needs zooming in. Just the tops of those main bodies. You see there? Through there? Main body, just off on there, that green one there, so the main body. That thin few mils between that little white hash line, yeah, and the 786. Now on there, that is where you take sort of a little bit of profit. Just come a bit shy, set that's and that's a bit more sturdy, yeah. Probably let's just go into the daily, see what he looks like in there. He looks quite something else, doesn't it, in the daily? So again, rather than just being that straight line, still got that opening sort of channel there, that broadening channel. It's come down quite well. I think that may well help support because we saw a bit of a hammer formation. That doji candle is a bit like a full stop at the end of a declining sentence. Possibly looking at it coming up. And just to demonstrate, so you got there. And we're going to have to probably work its way from that point down up through fib sequences. The next port of call would be at that just around about that 236 area, about 95. £95 is the next price target for Rolls Royce, and you can expect it to probably work its way up through there as it finds its way through this sort of area of liquidity. Now, once it gets above there, you can see again, you can expect maybe a swept off the top, little sweep off. But you're seeing some nice bulk in there, some nice movement. Some what caused that pump, I don't know. But there is again some potential there. So at the moment it's come up, and now it's just ranging. It's accumulating for the next move, next possible swing high. Now pop back in the weekly. Yeah, it's accumulating along. What's the history of accumulation phases? There and there is the only real places that I've got as a reference for this particular one. Just going to have to watch it play out. Really watch it. Megaphones can come low. If so, where does it come down to? 70? 54? Maybe just put something in again and zoom in. Check out what the potential descent is off this. These will set different price targets as it comes low. They got the 70 points, 618. Sorry, the 618. We're talking about 63. Take that, 35. Those are all possibilities because you got this and megaphone structure. I wouldn't expect it to come maybe a 236. It's about as far as low if it does break low. Just check the channel height depth on there. Current height and depth. Where does that adhere to? It breaks low. There. You take the first one. So take the first one. First high and low. There. One way of doing it, if it does break low, so always do it from the end. There. And that sort of adheres to there. And then you got definitely just confirming that. You can pop that on there. That's one way of doing it as well. Just literally adding to, pop that on the monthly just to see where that candle goes to. Yeah. So it's looking more likely the 236 if it does go low. around that area, 52. So that's a low point there, high potential low point of the extreme. No doubt zoom in happening there. Would like to see momentum indicators. That's I mean, you can see how it's sat well, though the EMAs are inverted. In an ideal situation, red at the bottom, amber in the middle, and green at the top. Have the candles sat above. But you can even see in the history of these, doesn't really sit that far above. But once that crossover does occur, does move, and that's the buying point where there is the crossover there. That's a buying point potentially, so identified there, and you got a nice couple of solid green candles moving in, consolidate, three solid green candles, and you got a buying point there. So just looking at the previous history of those buying points, so what do we have? Crossover there, crossover, and that was a nice 212% there over quite some time. So let's have a look. What was the time frame on there? 1400 days. And then that crossover there, 1700 days. Not really much going on off there. Was expecting a swing low, and then you see where it consolidated, maybe to swing high actually. See, was it going to complete and fall its way down there? But that was not a black swan, so yeah, that would have maybe ended up there. And you can see just how at that point there, he was just getting ready to swing high, and it was, sort of distributing at that point. But and that has really come down hard, hasn't it? Right there. But focusing on this megaphone, what's going on? Plan for a swing low. Plan for something that's going to come low. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. But we'll see. Over the coming weeks, it might actually do something. Might actually do something positive. What news is there? What news? What contracts have Rolls Royce got for the next year? What releases have they got? What good news is there to get this price coming along? So it's tested there. Just see how it looks in the 4. Yeah, 4, 1. Yeah, it's come down, pop back up, but you see that's what they do. Come down, pop back up. Yeah, just wait for some confirmation. See if we can get above those EMAs. Wait for them to cross over. Certainly in a bull market when things are coming quite steep, then these two crossing over alone quite often is a good point. So getting the green above the amber, that's a good point to get in. Don't necessarily have to wait for the 55 EMA, that red line. But once they all three cross over, it might be worth just taking a good look and seeing what's there. But as you can see, recent times, those seldom is a crossover, positive crossover. And where is that? 22nd. So roundabout. Look at that crossover there. How long did that go for? That lasted really. You see I've one there. Let's call that. It's the percentage. 11 days, 5%. Again there. 3%, 3 days. There's other stocks out there. Get on the stock scanners and see what's out there. Learn how to set the stock scanners up and find out what maybe some short-term trades are, what pumpers there are, what growers there are, what is really launching. what's going up, and it's surprising what a person can find. Rolls Royce. I'm just waiting for a confirmation of the turnaround